Hello, Leo. This is Lola, and I am your Empress of Love. And I'm coming to you to give you the tea on love and romance. For September 2017, I would first like to thank those of you that have liked, subscribed, and uh, gotten personal readings. And I would also like to invite those of you, Leos, that would like to get a personal reading to go to www.whatsthettarot to get your personal reading. I offer same day readings as well as readings by appointment. Okay, Leo, we are going to get started. Your first card up is the card that I pulled to give me some insight as to what's your real focus as it relates to love and romance. And the card that you have, Leos, you have the Strength card. The Strength card is a card that indicates to me that for some of you, Leos, you are being called to have courage to love again. Because the Strength card indicates that you are not so eager to commit to a new relationship. And this could be because you may have ties to a past relationship. Um, though you may be discussing marriage, unions, and things like that, um, you still have some apprehension, or you don't have the courage that um, it's going to take to follow through on the relationship. Well, I shouldn't say you don't have the courage. You are um, cowering down. You should have the courage. You could have the courage, but you are not going forward because of your concerns about, like I said, past relationships and what could have happened in the past. Um, Even though you will be discussing marriage and unions and what have you, you some of you Leos may even make the decision to forgive someone, to move forward and forget about the past and get past it after some discussions about it. And you could even be discussing it with yourself. Ultimately, you will overcome any obstacles that you may be facing as it relates to love and romance, and you will move forward. The next card that I pull is a card that is, I like to call it a follow-up card, or to give me a little bit more of what's going on with you. And Leos, you have the Strength card again. So that is a double notice that you are, some of you Leos are really, really, that is your, that is your downfall, I want to say, is that you are not exercising the courage that you have to go forward in a new relationship. So some of you are really, really having a tough time because you have two major arcana cards that are coming up back to back, indicating the same thing. And it could be because you are so strong-willed that it's taking a double portion to get you to the place where you need to be to enjoy happiness and love and all that's coming to you for you. Also, the Strength card represents Leo. So you have Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay? Um, but this is a good time for you, Leos. Some of you to go forward in a new relationship. Some of you will be going forward in a current relationship, taking it to the next level. You may have some apprehension about that. And it could be because of past relationships or what have you. But the Strength card is coming to tell you that it's okay, that you can move forward, that you just need to exercise the courage that you have to tame that beast of fear that is in you. Think of the cowardly lion in The Wizard of Oz. He was going to see the wizard to get what? Courage, right? But guess what? It was discovered that he had courage all the time. He just had to operate in it and exercise it, right? So that's what the Strength card double portion here is calling on you, Leos, to do. To exercise your courage, that you have your inner courage, because you have good love staring you in the face. You just have to operate in it, move in it, live in it, love in it, enjoy in it, embrace it. Then you have from the Psychic Tarot, from the Heart deck, you have, this is the box that it comes in. You have number 1, which is the Manifest card. And these cards come with a little booklet that I'm going to read from. And the Manifest card is number 1. And Manifest card, it says here, your keywords are act, create, focus, magic, clarity, intent. This is a time of great power for you. The Manifest card is here to tell you that everything is possible. You have all the tools at your disposal to create whatever you desire. You have a variety of tools that can be put to good use. The ability to love unconditionally, to support, to cherish, to listen, to understand, to forgive, to be kind, to be joyful, and even to be silly. All of these are useful tools in managing affairs of the heart. Take some time to determine what your best tools are so that you can use them to work your own unique brand of magic around relationships. Before using these tools to manifest your desires, take some time to be clear on exactly what you want. A magician is always focused on his or her intent before working magic. You have the ability to manifest what you desire now. So take a moment so that there's total clarity. What do you really need and want? Is it to your best and highest good? Is it in the highest good of the other person? Will it harm anyone? Magic and manifestation are powerful. When you come from a place of love, you will generate love. Be clear, be honest in your intent, and take action to manifest your heart's desire. You have what it takes to achieve this. And your affirmation here, Leos, is I use my power to manifest deliberately and with clear intent. And the Manifest card coincides with the traditional tarot of the magician, which indicates that you have the skills that you need. You're in a creative time and you have all that you need to cause the magic to manifest that you desire, or that you purpose in your heart, that you want for your life as it relates to love and romance. So with courage, with strength, with power, with creativity, with the skills and tools that you need to have what you want manifest in your love and romance life, Leos, There's no reason for you to hold back now. Get in the race and chase what you desire. That's what these cards are calling you to do at this time in September 2017. Now, the next card that you have is from the Quick and Easy deck. And those of you that have watched my prior videos, you will know that I mentioned the story in past times about my experience with the Quick and Easy deck. And this is the box that they come in. Okay, the Quick and Easy deck is a tarot deck that I recommend for those that would be interested in learning to read for themselves, friends or family, or what have you. It's a good deck to start with because it has the words on the front, the interpretations on the front. It also has the reverse as well as the upright positions on each card. And my experience, as I said, those of you that have listened to my videos in the past know that there was once upon a time that I was going through a very tough time. And these cards, I wanted to toss them in the trash. I wanted to burn them, honey, because each card got worse than the card before. And it was horrible. The one thing I can say is that the cards were accurate. And because they were, they enabled me to prepare for the worst. Okay? And as I often say, forewarned is forearmed. And that is what happened for me in this case, because the cards warned me about what was coming. It helped me to prepare, to brace myself, and to get myself together to deal with what I needed to deal with. And I got through it. So I just always, tell that story because I think that these cards are really good cards, even though I felt at one point in time that they weren't good to me. But they were accurate, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and read to you what you have here. The first card up you have, and I always tell you that when I'm doing a reading and more than one card come out, I read both cards. If two cards come out, if three cards come out, I read them because it's important. The first card you have is the World card, and you have the World card in the reverse position. Again, you have the Strength card. That's 3 times you have the Strength card in your reading, Leos. Okay? However, the Strength card in the Quick and Easy tarot deck, or the Q&E tarot deck, is coming out in the reverse. Okay? First, I'm going to read the World. And the World card in the reverse says, no energy, loss of momentum. Goals have been forgotten. Review and set new ones, it's telling you to do. Some of you, Leos, it's saying you underestimate your own abilities and you lack vision. Fear of change or travel is keeping you from success and happiness. You're too attached to your current job or residence. You need to be more flexible, and you must respond to change, as this is what's going to change your circumstances. You're inflexible, and you must respond to changing your circumstances. Okay? That's the World card in the reverse. Some of you may be thinking of getting rid of your current partner to make room for someone new or new opportunities to come your way. With the World card in reverse, I'm going to say that some of you may be not exercising your courage in doing that. You may know that it's time for this person to go, but you may be holding on and not wanting to let this person go because you don't want to deal with change. You don't want to deal with starting over. You don't want to deal with what may appear or feel like the unknown. But know that with the other cards that you have, you can do whatever you want to do. You can wipe the slate clean and rewrite your own history because that's where you are right now. You have the tools to do whatever you want to do. So, if you're in a position or a situation that you need to let go, let it go. It's only going to open up new opportunities for you. There's no need to fear. There's no need to fret. There's no need to worry. Because you have everything that you need to get to the next level. The next card that you have is the Strength card again, as I said. However, it is in the reverse position this time. And the Q&E tarot deck says, you are tempted to abuse power and take immoral actions. You are your own worst enemy. Didn't I say that to you earlier? You have a weak character and pessimistic attitude. You lack courage. Your lack of courage causes lost opportunity. Personality flaws cause disaster in both love and business. Angry outbursts and lost composure compromises your reputation. Beware of a selfish woman. Okay? So, all in all, Leos, your reading here today is calling you to operate in courage, get out of fear, use the tools of the magician to manifest the things that you want in your life as it relates to love and romance. And those of you, if this reading is resonating with you on a business level, then so be it. You know what you need to do. Take care of what you need to take care of and operate in courage. Okay, now that concludes this part of the reading for you, Leos. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next part of the reading. And I'm going to use the tea leaf fortune cards for that part. And this is the box that those cards come in. So I'm going to move this over. Okay. And you have your first card up. For some of you Leos, you are going to experience great happiness because you have the harp card and the tea leaf fortune cards. And the harp card indicates a time of great happiness. Okay? So, with the cards that you just got, the strength card, 3 times you got it, and once in the reverse, which says that you need to turn things around so that you're not operating and being too bossy and operating in letting power go to your head, so to speak. Okay, but to operate in courage and kindness, and work with the magician card to manifest what you need to manifest in your life. That will bring about the great happiness that this harp card from the tea leaf fortune cards deck is talking about. You will experience splendor and great happiness. Splendor and great happiness. A wonderful time. Okay? For some of you Leos. Um, Near the end of September 2017, because that's the time frame for which this reading is being done for. And some of you Leos, um, you have the bear card here. Some of you will be having to deal with danger, especially in matters of money. It could be this card, particularly the bear card, talks about expensive repairs, like maybe an expensive, unexpected car repair. Your car may break down and you may need to tap into some funds that you have on reserve, or you may not even have it. And it's going to feel like you're in danger. Um, or you may have like a leaky uh, pipe in your house or your apartment, something that's going to cost you money that you may not have expected. It's going to be some extra expenditure that you're going to have to put out monies. Hopefully you have a reserve that you can go to. And even for those of you that have a reserve, this expense is going to make you feel like you're in danger. That's what the bear card represents. So whether you have it or whether you don't have it, you will have the same feeling of feeling like, oh God, you know. But for those of you that have it, you will be able to tap into that reserve and get the problem resolved. And those of you that don't have it, you will probably be able to borrow the money from somebody and get the problem resolved. Okay? Then you have the younger woman card. The younger woman card um, indicates that some of you Leos will be dealing with or have some type of relationship with a younger woman. Now, this card doesn't particularly say if she will be a friend or if she will be a foe, but it does indicate that she will have some significance in your life. You will be dealing with her on some level or will be having a relationship with a younger woman. Okay? So keep that in mind. Then you have the diamond card. The diamond card indicates that you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. The fact that the diamond is resting upon a bed of roses, which are indications of romance, and there are lilies present as well, which indicates spiritual love. So you will either be dealing with a situation where you will be giving or receiving a precious gift, either in a romantic sense or something having to do with um, spiritual love, or both. Um, and even though this is the diamond card, it's not particularly talking about cost here. It's talking about something that is precious and that the giver will be feeling as if this is a precious thing that they are giving to someone, even if it doesn't cost anything or if it costs very little, it will be precious to the giver. Also, the receiver will feel as though this is a precious gift that is given to them. So pay attention to that for some of you Leos. Then you have the younger man. Again, the younger man is somewhat like the younger woman in that there are dealings with or either a relationship with a younger man, and the card again does not indicate whether this man will be a foe or a friend. Okay? But it does indicate that the younger man will have great significance in your life on some level or another, to the point that you will pay attention to the younger man, or it will have some great effect on your life that you will be able to recognize the significance of this younger man in your life. Okay? Then you have the staff. The staff card indicates that you will be taken care of in difficult times. Okay? Now, interesting, the staff card is next to the bear card that talked about you having some unexpected money matters come up that you will feel that it's a danger situation, or you will feel like danger, Will Robinson, danger. Okay? The staff card indicates that you're going to get that unforeseen help, or you will be getting the help or getting taken care of in difficult times by something or in some manner in which you may not have seen this coming. Like I said, if you don't have the reserve, you may be able to borrow the money from someone, or someone may give you the gift of taking care of this situation for you. But the staff card indicates that you will have that help. For some of you Leos, you can think of it in terms as the psalmist David in Psalm 20 and the Psalm 23, and or some people call it the 23rd Psalm, where David talks about your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You will have that type of feeling regarding the staff here, and that you will get the help and comfort that you need in difficult times. You may even feel that there's an invisible shepherd that is using his rod to take care of you, or this situation that will come about in a difficult time. So in essence, you will be taken care of in difficult times. Okay? So some of you Leos, you will be in a position of authority because you have the throne card here, and the throne is up high, up on a step, so to speak, to the point that you would have to walk up a step, or a step up, I should say, to get onto the throne, which means that you're going to be in high places. You're going to be in a position of authority, and the throne card indicates that for some of you. And I'm going to say, with the strength card in reverse, be careful not to misuse your powers, or to misuse your authority, or to abuse the power that you are given. So some of you need to pay attention to that and make certain that you are not letting the power go to your head. And particularly because this card is in the reverse, and the Q&E talked about a selfish woman. For you Leo women, be particularly careful that you don't abuse your power and become selfish and self-centered and thinking that it's all about you, because you're not put in this position for that. Understand that in a position of authority that you are stronger, so therefore handle the weaker with kid gloves and taking care. That's what a real powerful person would do, or a strong person, or a person in authority that is exercising it in the right manner. They would deal with the situation and deal with people and the situation that's weaker than them accordingly, and not make people feel stifled, or like, if you're the big kahunas or cheese or whatever you want to call it, but you would be being more humble and more meek, though being firm in your position, but at the same time being kind where you can be. Okay? I just want to caution you with that, because this position, no matter what level, this position of authority you will be coming into. Okay? So keep that in mind. Then you have the apple, which indicates temptation will test you. The apple card is really about forbidden fruit, or you doing something that you should not be doing. For instance, if you get in a position of authority, don't start stealing. Um, don't take something that doesn't belong to you. Don't treat people poorly or misuse your power, because the apple card indicates that you may be tempted to do something that you should not do. You may be tempted to take a bite out of the forbidden fruit, but the apple card is calling you to caution and saying to you, the serpent is right there watching you. So there's no way you're going to be able to get away with doing anything that you shouldn't do, because the serpent has his mouth open and he is ready to strike. That will get you busted, and maybe even the very sight of the serpent may cause you to yell out. So in other words, the apple card is saying to you, don't do something that you should not do, because you will get busted. Leave the forbidden fruit alone. If it's something you should not be doing, don't do it. Do what you're called to do in your place of authority and in your strength, in your manifestation. Do the right things, not the wrong things. Because if you do the wrong things, you're going to be found out, and you're going to not like the outcome of it, because your place of authority will be tarnished. So this apple card is really, really, really calling you to pay attention to the temptation that will test you. It will really show you what you're made of. Okay? So keep that in mind. That if something comes up and it's not the right thing to do, and you think you can sneak and do it and get away with it, not going to happen. You're going to get busted. So don't do it. Okay? Then you have the fire card, which indicates that strong emotions, passionate love or hate, may be raging out of control as this fire is raging out of control. And if you allow that to happen for you, Leos, it's going to get you in trouble. Emotions that are out of control are never good, whether it's passionate love or whether it's passionate hate. Too much of anything is not good for anyone. So, for those of you who are experiencing or will be experiencing passionate love, keep it balanced. Those of you that are dealing with passionate hate, keep it balanced. Don't let your emotions get out of control on either level, whether it be love or whether it be hate. You stay in control of your emotions and don't let it be the other way around. Okay? That's what the fire card here is cautioning you to pay attention to. That you stay in control and don't let your emotions rage out of control. Alright? Then you have, last and finally, the camel card. And the camel card is calling you, Leos, to persevere, and you will overcome problems. And even as the camel has a heavy load or a heavy burden, the camel is still forging forward to its place of rest, its place of its destination, if you will, the place where it is purposed to be going. It is moving forward in that. And the camel card is saying to you, Leos, forge ahead, persevere, even though you may have some heavy burdens or things may be a little heavy for you in some areas, even in love and romance, maybe even in the work um, area for some of you. But because this is a love and romance reading, it may be resonating with more of you as it relates to love and romance. This card is calling you to hang in there, have courage, um, and continue to forge forward. Don't stop. Don't cower down. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't let the burden become too heavy, because this card is saying you can do it. You can carry the load. And it's encouraging you and inspiring you to hold your head up high and to move forward in whatever it is that you have to endure. But persevere. And with that, you will overcome all your problems. Even as with the strength card indicates that you're going to overcome all your problems. So know that to be the light at the end of your tunnel, if you will. And the most important thing with the camel card, I will say it again, is to persevere. Keep on keeping on, and that is the way that you will overcome your problems. So again, I'm going to say to you Leos, as we conclude with this reading, I'd like to thank those of you that have liked, shared, and subscribed to my channel. And also, I'd like to thank those of you that have booked private readings. And I'd like to invite those of you that would like to get a private reading to please go to www.whatsthettarot.com and book your personal reading. I offer same-day readings as well as readings by appointment. And until next time, Leo, ciao for now.